Brianne here from Hooked on Homemade Happiness. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of the Mandala Crochet Blanket Crochet Along for 2025. Here I have part 1 from last week. I will have a link to this video linked below. Today in part 2, we're going to expand on the circle and add some scallops around our circle. So here I have my circle with my very first stitch right here. We're going to be joining color C to a half double crochet in one of these treble 3 togethers. But it needs to be in the very first one that has 2 stitches worked into it. We're going to be joining to that second stitch in this first treble 3 together. So here in the second stitch, so here's the first half double crochet, here's the second. This is where I'm joining my color C. And here in round 12 is where we're starting for part 2. Oops. We are going to be working a round of half double crochet in the 3rd loop. And what that means, I'm going to start with a chain 1. And here in this same stitch, you can see the top 2 loops where we usually insert our hook for a half double crochet. On the back of the stitch, there's this horizontal bar here. And this is where I'm going to be inserting my hook. I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into this back bar, pull up my loop, and work my half double crochet. I'm going to do that again in each stitch around. So I'm going to yarn over. Here are my top 2 loops for the next half double crochet. I'm going to go to the back of my stitch, and here you'll see that horizontal bar. Insert my hook there and work my half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into the back loop of that half double crochet and make your half double crochet. And what that does is it pushes the top loops forward, kind of like when we did this back post stitch here. And it just creates kind of this ribbing textured knit almost like effect in the front of your half double crochet. Continue doing a half double crochet in this 3rd loop. The 3rd loop is that horizontal bar behind a half double crochet. And repeat that all the way around for round 12. So here I have finished round 12. I have 96 half double crochet. I joined here to the first half double crochet with a slip stitch. So we're going to continue on with color C for round 13. So I'm just going to keep my starting point right here where I'm at. I'm going to start with a chain 2. And I'm going to do some double crochets and chain 1s. In this stitch, I'm going to create a shell shape. So I'm going to double crochet in that first stitch, chain 1, and then double crochet again in that same stitch, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch, chain 1. I'm going to do this until I have 5 double crochets. So double crochet again, chain 1, and then 1 more double crochet. So you will have 5 double crochets with 4 chain 1s in this stitch. Now I'm going to skip 2 stitches. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, and here in the next I'm going to single crochet in the 3rd loop. So again, I'm going to go to the back of my stitch here, insert my hook into that 3rd loop, and single crochet. I'm going to do that in 6 more stitches for a total of 7. There's 1, 2, and then here is 7, and then I'm going to skip 2 stitches and start over at the beginning of my repeat. So this is the repeat here in round 13. I'm going to skip 2. I'm going to do those 5 double crochets and 4 chain ones in the next stitch. Double crochet, chain 1 until you have 5 double crochet in this stitch. Chain 1, double crochet, so there's 4, 1, no, chain 1, oops, and then 1 more double crochet for a total of 5. Now I'm going to skip 2 and single crochet third loop in the next 7. And here is 7. And then again, skip 2. So this is going to be your pattern repeat for round 13. I'm going to do this shell with the 5 double crochet and 4 chains, skip 2, single crochet third loop in 7, and then skip 2. Repeat that all the way around for round 13. So here I have repeated that all the way around for round 13. You should have 40 double crochet and 56 single crochet for round 13. Now we're going to change to color B in the next round, but we're not going to cut our yarn anymore. Now we're going to start to carry our yarn throughout. So to change the color, you always want to change your color at the stitch right before you want the color change. So here's my last stitch, and I'm actually going to take out this last loop, and you want to change your color at the last step of the last stitch right before your color change. So I have my 2 loops on my hook from this last single crochet. I'm going to drop this color. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to bring in my color B. I'm going to pull that color through these last 2 loops on my hook. And now I'm going to take my color B, and I also want my color C with me. If I can find it, there it is. And when I join to this next half, this first double crochet, I'm going to insert my hook into that first double crochet, and I'm going to lay this color C on top of my hook so that when I join, this color C is right at the beginning of my round for when I want to pick it up again. So I'm just going to leave it here now, but it's already in position to pick it up again when I need it. So I'm here with color B in this first double crochet in my round. I'm going to do double crochet V stitches in each of these double crochets. I'm going to chain 2, and for my double crochet V stitch, I'm going to double crochet in the first stitch, chain 1, and then double crochet again in that same stitch, and that is a double crochet V stitch. I'm going to skip the chain 1 space here and do another double crochet V stitch in the next double crochet. So I'm going to double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. I'm going to do that across this shell. So skip the chain 1 space, double crochet V stitch in the double crochet. I'll do that again in the next double crochet, skipping that chain stitch. And then here's my last double crochet of this shell, where I'm going to work 1 more V stitch. So you should have 5 V stitches in this shell. Now I'm going to skip 3, and single crochet in the next. And this is your pattern repeat here in round 14. So you're going to do those 5 double crochet V stitch across the shell, skip 3, single crochet in the next, skip 3. So we're going to skip 3 double crochet V-stitch in that double crochet of that shell. I'm going to do that across the shell, skipping over those chain spaces. So 1 double crochet V-stitch in each of these 5 double crochet. Okay, so there's my 5 double crochet V-stitches. I'm going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet in the next, and then skip the next 3. So repeat this all the way around in round 14. Here we have finished round 14, and you should have 40 V-stitches and 8 single crochet here in round 14. So I stopped here on my last single crochet because we are going to change to color A. So I'm going to do the same thing that we did when we changed here to color B. So I'm actually going to undo this last step of my last single crochet. I'm going to pull out that last loop. I'm going to get my color A, and I'm going to pull that through my last step of that last stitch right before my color change. So here I have color A. Here I have color A, and I'm going to join to this first double crochet with color A. But I'm going to bring up my color C that I've been carrying and put that over my hook. And I'm going to take my color B and bring it with me as well. So when I join here, I have both these colors, color B and C, right where I need them to join them in the next round, depending on whichever color comes next. But they both continue, all 3 colors continue to be carried in that join stitch. So they're always right where you need them for the next time you need to pick them up. So here I'm around 15 with my color A, and I'm going to be doing 2 double crochet cluster V-stitches in each chain 1 space of my V-stitch. So I'm actually going to slip stitch over to this chain 1 space. So I'm going to insert my hook into that chain 1 space, and I'm going to slip stitch right there so that I am at where I want to start my round. I'm going to chain 2, do a 2 double crochet cluster. So that's 2 unfinished double crochets joined into 1. So I'm going to make half of 1 double crochet. There's 1 unfinished. There's 2 unfinished, and now I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. I'm going to chain 1 and do another 2 double crochet cluster in that same chain 1 space. So now I'm going to skip the next 2 double crochets. So skip, skip, do another 2 double crochet cluster in this chain 1 space. 2 double crochet cluster V-stitch. So there's 1 cluster, chain 1, and my second cluster. I'm going to do that in each chain 1 space across this shell. So 2 double crochet cluster, chain 1, and 2 double crochet cluster. 2 more times. And then I have 1 more V-stitch here. And then there's my 5th cluster V-stitch for this shell. And I'm going to skip the single crochet and start again with the 2 double crochet cluster V-stitches in the next shell. And you're just going to repeat this all the way around not working into any of, skipping the single crochets and just creating these cluster V stitches in each chain one space all the way around. I have one more V stitch for this shell. There we are. And again, we're going to skip the single crochet and just continue doing this all the way around here in round 15. So here is round 15 with those double crochet clusters, V stitches all the way around. So you should have 40 of these cluster V stitches. So I went ahead and stopped at the last step of my last stitch of this round because I'm going to be changing my color. So I'm going to be changing to color B. So I'm going to drop color A. Color B is right here ready for me to pick up. I'm going to pull that through all 3 of those loops. Here's my color A and my color C. I'm going to keep those with me as I join. I'm going to join to this first cluster, carrying these 2 colors with me with a slip stitch. So here in this round, we have a lot of different stitches. This might be a good round to use the PDF or the written pattern to kind of keep track of how many of each stitch you'll need in each scallop. So we're going to start here in round 16 with a chain 1. And I'm going to single crochet in 3 stitches, including my chain space. So here's my first stitch in that cluster, single crochet. I'm going to single crochet in the chain space and then single crochet in the next cluster. Now I'm going to half double crochet in the next 3. So I'm going to yarn over and half double crochet in this cluster, half double crochet in the chain 1 space, and then half double crochet in the next cluster. Now here in my middle cluster of this shell, I'm going to double crochet in the next cluster. And in this chain 1 space, I'm going to make a treble crochet V stitch. I'm going to yarn over twice, insert into that chain 1 space, and make that treble crochet. Whoopsies. Chain 1, and then treble crochet again. And then now we're going to do the opposite on the way down the other side of the scallop. So I'm going to double crochet in the next cluster. Now we'll half double crochet in the next 3 in the chain 1 space, and then again in the cluster. Now single crochet in the next 3. Cluster, chain 1 space, and cluster. Now I'm going to do a long double crochet in the row below. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into that single crochet from round 14, and work a double crochet. And that is your pattern repeat here in round 16. So I'm going to single crochet in the next 3. So here in the cluster, chain 1 space, and the cluster. Now half double crochet in the next 3. So the cluster, chain 1 space, and the cluster. Now I'm going to double crochet in the next, and then do that treble V stitch here in the chain 1 space. So treble, chain 1, and treble. And now I'm going to do the opposite on the way down from this scallop. So double crochet in that cluster, half double crochet in the next 3, chain 1 space, and then that cluster, and then single crochet in the next 3. And then work that long double crochet into the single crochet from round 14. And repeat this all the way around for round 16. So here is round 16, where you should have 48 single crochet, 48 half double crochet, 24 double crochet, and 16 treble crochet. I went ahead and joined here to my first single crochet with a slip stitch, and I went ahead and brought up my other 2 colors with me. So we are going to be changing to color C for round 17, but I'm going to be doing that with my slip stitch because I'm actually going to start my round in this next single crochet here. So here's my slip stitch for join. I'm just going to insert my hook into the next single crochet, keep that color B there, pick up my color C, and pull that one through and chain 1. So I'm going to start this round with a single crochet in the next 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Now half double crochet in the next 3. And that should put you on that double crochet there. So in this treble crochet here, we're going to work 2 double crochet. So 1 and 2. And then here in the chain 1 space, we're going to do 3 double crochet. And there's 3. And then now we're going to do the opposite on the way down our scallop here. So I'm going to 2 double crochet in this treble. Now half double crochet in the next 3. And then single crochet in the next 3. Now I'm here to this dip in my scallops. I'm going to do a single crochet 3 together in this dip. So I'm going to insert my hook into this next single crochet, pull up a loop, insert my hook into this long double crochet and pull up a loop, and then insert my hook into the next single crochet and pull up a loop. You should have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 4. And that'll just kind of create a tightness in these 2 neighboring scallops. So this is your pattern repeat here in round 17. You can do it one more time together. So single crochet in the next 3. Now half double crochet in the next 3. And that'll bring you to that double crochet here. Now in this treble, 2 double crochet. And here in the chain 1 space, 3 double crochet. And then again 2 double crochet in the treble. And then half double crochet in the next 3. And then single crochet in the next 3. And then single crochet 3 together along this dip. So my single crochet, my long double crochet, and the next single crochet. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops on your hook. So repeat this all the way around for round 17. Here I finished round 17, and you should finish with 56 single crochet, 48 half double crochet, and 56 double crochet. So here I have already joined to my next round, making sure to carry up my other 2 colors with me. I am going to change to color B. I'm going to do that in my slip stitch. So I'm going to insert my hook into the next stitch, grab my color B along with carrying my other 2 colors here to join. So here in round 18, I'm going to start again with 3 single crochet, or I'm sorry, single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So single crochet here in the first stitch, and then 2 more for 3, half double crochet in 3, I'm going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches here, double crochet and double crochet, and you should be at the top of your scallop here in this middle double crochet stitch where you're going to do 3 double crochet. Now we're going to do the opposite on our way back down this scallop. So double crochet in the next 2, half double crochet in the next 3, single crochet in the next 3, and then now I'm to that dip in my scallop again. I'm going to do another single crochet 3 together along this dip. Insert your hook into the next single crochet, into that single crochet 3 together, and then in the next single crochet, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. So this round is very similar to our previous round. So we're just continuing to kind of grow these scallops around. So I'm going to repeat this again all the way around. Let's do it one more time. So single crochet in the next 3 stitches, half double crochet in the next 3, and then double crochet in the next 2. And then here we're at the top of our next scallop in that center double crochet where we're going to work 3 double crochet. And then double crochet in the next 2. Now half double crochet in the next 3. Single crochet in the next 3. And then now we're back to that dip in our neighboring scallops where we will do that single crochet 3 together. And then yarn over, pull through all 4. So there you have the repeat for round 18. Repeat that all the way around. So here we have finished round 18. I went ahead and joined to that first stitch in the round with a slip stitch. We're going to be continuing on with color B for round 19. So in round 18, you will have 56 single crochet, 48 half double crochet, and 56 double crochet. So we're going to be continuing on with color B for round 19, and this will be our last round for part 2. So to start round 19, we're going to slip stitch to the next stitch, continuing to take my other 2 colors with me, and I'm going to start with a chain 1, and we will single crochet now in 7 stitches. So starting with my first stitch, there's 1, And then there are our 7 single crochet, and that should take you to these top 3 double crochets here. And I'm going to do 2 half double crochet in the next. And then a double crochet V-stitch here in this center double crochet. So double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in that center stitch at this top of the scallop. And then we're going to do the opposite on the way down. So 2 half double crochet in the next. And now single crochet in the next 7. So here I am to that dip in my scallops where I'm going to do again a single crochet 3 together. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. So this is my repeat for round 19. Single crochet in 7. And then 2 half double crochet in the next. So you should be at these top 3 at the very top of our scallop. So we're going to do 2 half double crochet in the next. And then in the center stitch, center one, where I'm going to do that double crochet V-stitch. So double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. Now 2 half double crochet in the next. And then single crochet in the next 7. And then I'm back to this dip in between scallops. And I'm going to do another single crochet 3 together. So 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. So go ahead and repeat this all the way around for round 19. So here I have finished round 19. I went ahead and joined to my first stitch with a slip stitch. You should end with 120 single crochet, 32 half double crochet, and 16 double crochet. This is our last round here in part 2. You can see it might curl up a little bit. That will come and go as we go through the blanket. Some sections will be a little tighter, and in the next section it'll loosen up a little bit more. So if it's curling up like this, that's perfectly fine. It'll flatten out with the next parts. So here in part 2, we worked to create these really pretty and interesting scallops. Next week in part 3, we will work to turn it back into a circle. So I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the mandala blanket, and I will see you next week for part 3.